Over 1 million women enter menopause every year, and with some experiencing symptoms as bad as my guests have talked about today, there's a growing push for menopause benefits, including paid leave, to be offered at work in the United States. I'm joined now by Balsam-Schwaber, who actually had to give up her job as an executive because she says her debilitating menopause symptoms were crippling her life. Please welcome Balsam-Schwaber to the show.
Hi.
Catherine, I saw a report on an evening news, and I said, we have to have her as part of this conversation. You were in your late 40s.
Yeah.
You say perimenopause symptoms were misdiagnosed for you, and then the odyssey just continues from there. So you start with what so many women talk about as being misdiagnosed, and then it goes from there.
Yeah. So I wasn't feeling well at work, and I actually had been offered a new job in a new company that was a big executive role. And I felt like my body wasn't keeping up with how I thought about myself as an executive. And I went to a physician. My symptoms were achy body, really. And when I Googled achy body, everything was, Dr. Google telling me 5 ways I might die from these symptoms.
They tell you never to Google.
I know.
But we all do it.
We all do it, right? So when I went to a physician, and he told me in 5 minutes, right? The average time you get with a physician is 5 to 7 minutes. So we didn't really know each other, and he said, you have fibromyalgia, take these super powerful steroids, and come back and see me in 6 months.
And you learned that it was a misdiagnosis. You really learned the truth of menopause. What I was so struck by, though, is that it leads, though, to you leaving your job because you could not function, obviously. Then you decide, we need to have this conversation about paid leave for menopause. When you said that out loud, what did people, like, are you kidding me? We barely get paid family leave when you have a baby. Now you want menopause leave?
Yeah, well, so if you think about it, 20% of all employees in this country are people on their menopause journey. So that's a lot of employed people, especially in a world right now where you have to be competitive to keep people employed. And half of those people feel like menopause symptoms are inhibiting their ability to do their work.
So whether it's mood swings, discomfort, all of these things.
Brain fog,
everything.
Hair loss, just feeling uncomfortable.
What's been the response? Because I saw you, start this campaign. Now you've been in it for how long?
When I left the company, I started a menopause wellness company, and so we've been working on it for about 2.5 years.
How has this been received from companies when you say you should offer paid leave?
Incredibly well.
Really?
People are open to the idea, but technically it's hard to achieve. Right? And so being able to create sensitivity also within the employer is the first step.
So the Hail Mary is paid leave.
The Hail Mary is paid leave.
But what you might get in return is sensitivity and understanding.
And you have to make sure that women understand what's happening in their bodies and that it is menopause. Because just offering the benefit in and of itself is not enough, right? I wouldn't have known that that's a benefit that would apply to me. And even if it is a benefit that applies to me, 40% of women don't want to tell their employers, even if those benefits are available to them.
Well, I applaud what you're doing. It stopped me in my tracks, and we'll see what happens next. Catherine, thank you so much.